Alright, what's going on, everybody? We're looking at not a 2021 LEGO Star Wars set, but this was a set that came out in early 2020 or early 2019. Don't quite remember, but I can't believe I missed this set because I am all for Clone Wars sets, and turns out they had a set for this, so I went back to Lego.com, which had the set for sale, so I quickly bought it before it was going to retire. This is the AT-AP Walker, and we see these things getting deployed in Revenge of the Sith when the droid army attacks Kashyyyk, and this is one of the final battles before Order 66 takes place. So it is nice to see LEGO utilizing more of these Clone Wars vehicles. It is much better than many different versions of Luke's Landspeeder, so I want to see more of these. I want to see more 501st sets as well. We've gotten the 501st Battle Pack, which is a great start. Now I want to see a remake of the ATTE, the Clone Turbo Tanks, and so many Clone Wars sets that has great potential. And I think LEGO should do that instead of rather doing more OT sets. Anyways, let's get right to this set. First off, what a walker. Great to see this in LEGO form. I think we have gotten this set before in the much older days of LEGO Star Wars, but to think of this as a more recently thing, it's great to see this. Definitely we don't see a lot of this vehicle in action in the Clone Wars, but it is there. You mostly see it in the background, and it's definitely one of the cooler weapons of the Republic's clone army, which is important because the battle they used this on was the Battle of Kashyyyk, which had a lot of jungle and beaches, so they had to have a lot of terrain-friendly vehicles, and hence this was one of them. And a cool feature about this one is that if it needs to walk on more uneven terrain, then it can deploy a third leg to help its stability. So we'll get to that in a second. But overall, the entire look feels right, looks perfect, absolutely love it. The color scheme is great, there's some olive green going on. The big cannon here, the main cannon for the walker, is awesome. Lots of weaponry equipped on this thing. So this thing is really built for war. Really pretty much built for war. The legs here are massive. Unfortunately, they can't really walk. They're stuck in place like this, so you're gonna have to barrel fit, but I think that is that's an okay feature. The overall build here, this is this is how you access to the inside of the place. You stick your driver inside that walker through here. So there's that. You know what? See if I can show you the inside you can by lifting this open, and you can also open this on the other side in case you're wondering. So inside you can actually fit a driver in. No, you can fit two figures inside here, and this set only gives you 2 clones, but if you have extras, you can stick them in. There you go. You get a control panel. You can see they're targeting a droid separatist or a droid ship fighter. Forgot what they're called, but it's one of those troop carriers. So they're aiming at that. There's plenty of space here. So a lot of LEGO vehicles used to be very claustrophobic and have a lot of spatial problems, but this one here has plenty of space for your figures to roam around. On the gun itself, the main cannon, you get a seat up. Oh wait, I just realized you can't see it. There's a seat up here for like one figure. This is rotatable, but this part isn't. This is locked in place, but this is still rotatable, so like you can fight at the back if, let's say, if they get flanked or something, or fight at more different terrains or like different angles. So this rotates a full 360, which is nice. There is a spring-loaded shooter up here, as you can see, as I just fired it. So this thing has a lot of weapons. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. There's a lot of weaponry going on. One of them actually shoots, hence the spring-loaded shooter. One thing I did forget to mention is that these cannons are indeed adjustable. So you can actually move this up and down, so you can shoot at the ground way below there, or aim it all the way up at incoming aircraft or something like that. The same concept actually happens with this tinier gun, which you can actually aim down as well, or aim all the way up as well, if you will. So some playability, but it's also pretty much doesn't really do much. But if you don't take this, if you take this all the way down, you can pretty much shoot at the droid right in front of the walker if you want. So there's that. This moves as one cohesive unit. So there's that. Cannon, main cannon, stuck in place, can't really move it, but of course you can always aim it, or you can't really aim it up, can you? It's kind of stuck aiming like this, so like the position is a little bit limited, but oh well. And then you get a tinier cannon down here. So there's that. Other than that, well, here's the back. Kind of doesn't look the prettiest, but I guess you can use here to store extra troops if you want, or supplies, or you know, whatever things necessary for the battlefront. So there's that. And of course, like I said, you can deploy a third leg if this walker needs better stability if it walks on uneven land. So to do that, there is a little lock back here. You just lift that, and the leg, you can see, is folded up in here nicely, and it comes down just like that. And then you fold this open, and then there you go. This walker now has a third leg, hence to help it move forward, you know, on uneven land, or in case if it needs to like shoot the heavy cannon, which can cause a lot of what's it called, the recoil, helps stabilize the thing so it doesn't topple over if it fires the main cannon, because sometimes that's what happens with tanks when you fire heavy weaponry. And this helps bring the thing down, so you can actually lower the cannons lower, so you can actually like fire at droids at like a much lower level instead of like having to be aiming up. So they can actually shoot below much easier. And for example, if a droid tank runs by, they can actually aim down and shoot at the droid tank or any other like droid vehicles, if you will. So that is some great stability going on here. And just overall, the presentation of this looks great. This will look really nice on the shelves for sure. If we look at this from different angles, it will look perfect, even the back. So there's that. So overall, I am genuinely really impressed with this thing. It is very much an underrated vehicle in the films and in the Clone Wars, because, well, we don't see a lot of it. So there's that. Can't really fold. I'll fold this up later. But anyways, there you go. So the ATPD, everybody. ATAP. Very nice vehicle. And yeah, so let's look at the minifigures now. For the minifigures, I just want to start off with these two battle droids here. They are your standard battle droids, but however, these are recolored a bit for the purpose of them battling on Kashyyyk. So they've got a little bit of olive green. Their faces have some darker green and olive green as well. And both of them have just standard rifles. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These are battle droids. This design of the battle droid, fun fact, has never changed since the late 80s or 90s. It's always been the same design for the battle droid. So it is nice to see a recolored, slightly different colored version of the battle droid instead of your standard one. So I think this is good. These are some good battle droids. Next up is our favorite Wookiee himself, Chewbacca. And yeah, he's got his bowcaster here, which is a normal bow, which this is before. I don't know why they didn't do a spring-loaded shooter this time, but not complaining. I guess LEGO wants to go back to a little old school. But apart from that, Chewie isn't really a new mold. He is the same guy we've gotten from the original trilogy sets, so nothing new to me. I've gotten Chewie many times before, so it's just another Wookiee in my opinion. Well, of course, you don't have Chewie before. This is definitely the first time we actually get Chewie in a prequel trilogy set rather than an original trilogy or sequel trilogy set, so that's pretty nice. So that is Chewbacca. So when it comes to these sets, like prequel trilogy sets or Clone Wars sets, I always look at the clone minifigures because they are some of the finest minifigures in the LEGO Star Wars industry, and they're definitely one of the more rarest ones, especially this guy, Commander Gree himself, a leading commander of the 41st Battalion. Look at that, nice design on his helmet. He almost looks like a Marine soldier, an American soldier from all that outfit. So very nice. Got the rifle there, and we take off the helmet. Angry clone face. So there's that. Yeah, so Commander Gree. I think, don't quote me on this, I think this is the only set that has Commander Gree at the moment, so he is quite a rare clone figure. Here we have just another standard Kashyyyk 41st Trooper. Of course, we only got one. It would be nice if you got another one, but it looks really nice. I can see where the Empire later got their inspiration for their Scout Trooper helmets. So that's pretty nice. Same angry clone face. Nothing new there. And yeah, clone figures are definitely the stars of the shows whenever it comes to any Clone Wars sets. So that is all for the minifigures. Let's wrap it up in the final verdict. Here is the box for this $70 set. A pretty mediocre sized box. On the bigger side, of course. This is set 75234 with 689 pieces. And then we turn this around, showing you all the play features. And oh, look, there's Chewie about to rip up that battle droid. Interesting. And yeah, so apart from that, not much for this box here. That is the box. So I have to say, like, the price of this has definitely gone up. I bought mine here for $70 in its original price, which makes sense. You know, it's a licensed set and it's a semi-big set. You get some large pieces and everything. So I would say this is worth it. And but I would say if you don't have a lot of money, then don't get this set. But if you're big Clone Wars fans like me, and I prefer the prequel trilogy over the other two trilogies, then this definitely the set for you. Great to see LEGO utilize more of this set. I am so glad to see this in action. Commander Gree is a great exclusive minifigure, and you get the 41st Battalion Trooper. That's really nice. Clone characters, clone minifigures are always great to collect. And then the battle droids, nice recoloration, but then again the battle droids, Chewie, nothing new for him. Literally the same mold. We've seen him in so many OT sets, so he's not really that new whatsoever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I've got to say about this set. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It's nice to go back to this every once in a while and look at some older sets, and this wasn't that old. This was only like a year or two ago, so this is still pretty recent. And I'm glad that we have this in as a LEGO set. So that's it for this. Oh yes, final grade will be a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more. And that is it for this one. We will talk to you again in the next video, coming very soon. Bye for now.